Hey, what's up, everybody? So I know it's been a couple of days since I made a video, but I'm back once again on the late night and shooting out the thoughts that I have in my head. So today I actually want to talk to y'all about this post I ran across, and maybe it's a guy, maybe it's a girl. What they're asking is, how do y'all manage? How do y'all hold up when it comes to dating multiple people? Can y'all really date multiple people, or do you have a hard time doing it? Me personally, look, I look at it like it's a job interview. If somebody really trying to get to know me and want to get in here with me, you're going to have to make a little bit more effort. And the women that's making it difficult for me, I just cut on, So that's really how it works for me, to make the best man win type of vibe and everything. So I don't see nothing wrong with multiple dating, but this is what they had to say for their comments about that, because they're curious. Should they go about dating more than one person, or should they just do it one at a time, like I guess the traditional ways of the past? Fuck all that. But it says monogamous people who multi-dated in the early stages. Could you share your experiences? It says, I've been working on keeping my options open and dating multiple people in the early stages of dating while I ultimately look for my life partner. It's been really helpful for my anxiety in that it keeps me from hyper-focusing and therefore smothering any given person. But I also want to make sure I'm being ethical about it, as I don't want to mislead anyone. And this right here is understandable. Like me personally, if I'm dating and I know is women coming through and here and there, only time I'm bringing this topic up is if the woman asks. It's a don't ask, don't tell, because ultimately I don't want to know if she messing with a bunch of other dudes, because I'm probably messing with a bunch of other women. And if the shit gonna really work for the two of us, then it just might work for us. But if it doesn't work, then oh well. But certain things, if you don't want to ruin the dynamics of what I got going on, then don't talk about it. Unless the woman brings up you talking to anybody else, don't even bring it up. But when it does come up, if you are doing it, then be real about it. Like, look, man, right now we just dating, we just kicking it and everything, but we ain't put no ties, no labels on none of that stuff. So yeah, I'm talking to other people, then that's how I'll leave it. She might not like it, but you could go to sleep knowing that you told the truth and you living up to your story, you living your life. It says, by early stages, you have not yet had the exclusivity talk with anyone you're dating. Those of you who have experienced this approach, what do you say to the date when they ask what you're looking for? Well, I guess when somebody asks what you're looking for, most of the time, I don't know. It all depends. So, because sometimes they can ask you this on the first date, maybe a few months down the line, it might be a little bit different. But, a lot of people do ask that question. So, what are you looking for? And all this other dumb shit. Look, I'm just trying to chill and not really think too much about this and have a good night out in town. And if shit works out, then let's hang out again. That's how I will word it and everything. That's how I answer, what are you looking for? But usually when a woman or a man start falling in love and shit, they'll be like, what are we, or where is this going, and things like that. So I guess that's two different questions. It says, how do you navigate sex? Is it okay safely having sex with multiple people? Of course, they make condoms for that. Why the fuck it ain't safe to have sex with multiple people? I'm not about to sit there and just deprive myself. If I'm sexually attracted to somebody, now that's what I'm trying to lay down and do stuff with. So for you to deprive yourself knowing that you want to do that, then that's on you. I don't think there's nothing wrong with having sex with multiple people if you want to do that. It says, have you had a date react poorly if they find out you're seeing other people? Yes, I have. I have a couple. Matter of fact, let me think. A few years ago, I was dating this woman and stuff, and we going to date. We sat down at the little Mexican restaurant. The girl said some shit like, I'm only talking to you. Hopefully, you only talking to me. She said that. I smirked like, man, you got the wrong motherfucker. And then I told her like, nah, I'm talking to multiple people, because the only way you can find the right person is if you exercise your choices that you have in life. I told her that. The girl got upset. She got quiet. She didn't really act a fool, but she definitely got quiet. The night was kind of silent. She didn't want to hug when we were walking, all this other shit. But she didn't like the answer. But there's 5 of y'all motherfuckers. I ain't worried about one female. If she want to branch off and drop off, then oh well. Go and do you. I ain't losing no sleep tonight, but I told you the truth and I'm living with it. So yeah, I have had to tell a upset woman the truth about her not being the only person, because a lot of these women out here be having multiple dudes. They might be only dating you and shit, but they be having dudes that they have on the side that they fuck and maybe buy them stuff. And I feel like if these other men are having any kind of involvement with the woman, then she might as well be being with them, might as well be dating them. So I'm not sitting there giving no dude that's giving extracurricular activity the benefit of the doubt if he hang around my woman or the girl I'm dating. So if you doing that as a woman, you might as well fuck them, man, because that's how I'm gonna look at the whole type of scenario, even if it ain't the case. So no. Yeah, I have dated women that have reacted poorly. A couple of them. Some of them learned to respect it and they try a little bit harder, or they backed away. But in the end, it didn't bother me one bit. It says, what happens if you remain interested in more than one person for an extended amount of time? Do you feel like there's a time limit to decide? Happy to hear whatever else you are comfortable sharing. Look, I don't. You look. As long as I'm getting the ass. That's all that really matters. I'm not gonna sit there and complain, talking about I extended my warranty with this woman, it might not work out. But if you tell a person day one that this is what you expect from them, this is what you want, this is what you like and everything, and you stand 10 toes down on that, and then they try to, flex on you and be like, you know what, boy, we're gonna do this anyways, then you reject them. They gotta accept that you said, and you live up to what you said you was gonna do. So I tell the woman, look, man, we just kicking it right now. Right now, I ain't looking for nothing serious. And if you like me and over time you're gonna keep doing that, then look, this was a stipulation I put forward, and I'm sticking by that until I feel any different. And some dudes, they will fold like an egg, but every man ain't me, So it all depends on the person when it comes to that question right here. What happens if you remain interested in more than one person for an extended amount of time? Ain't shit gonna happen. As long as I'm getting what I want, I don't care what happens, as long as I'm satisfied. But, we got people down here. Everybody has different things to say, so let's find somebody that ain't saying too much, because I don't want to read a lot of shit, because I actually got some work to get done. It says, I truly congratulate those who actually find more than one worthwhile person who date with. Well, I guess I can get that, because there's a lot of shitty men out here, a lot of shitty women out here, a lot of shitty individuals out here. So for you to find a person that meshes and their mindset is similar to yours or better, you'll be fucking lucky. And it all depends though. What if you a person with a bad temper, or can't convey your emotions and things of that sort? Then maybe you're okay with a crazy, chaotic environment. Me, I'm good at talking about what's important to me and how I feel about a certain topic, so I need that type of behavior to be reciprocated. So if you can find a person that's really worth your while, then my suggestion is to hold on to them, because these streets, they mean, man, they savages, and people getting their heart broken. We got dudes talking about they about to get out here and get sex robots because the women ain't acting right. But at the same time, some of the men ain't acting right. But I'm not doing none of that. Long as my stuff work and women find me attractive, I'm gonna keep on utilizing everything I was born with. I'm not resorting to no damn robots. Can't be like the rest of these dudes. Let's see. Man, everybody had a lot to say about this, but they going too bad on it. Nah, not that one. Let's read this one. It says, to be safe and fair, I try to only sleep with one person at a time. I'll date multiple people, but after 2 or 3 dates, I have a pretty good idea of whether I want to continue seeing someone. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But me, I'm not just gonna sleep with one person. If this person that I want to sleep with is occupied, I'm gonna call one of the other 2 people. Hey, you want to come through and drink wine and chill and do what you gotta do in the bedroom with me? That's what I'm doing. I don't care about none of that. But if I decide to be with a woman, then I'm cutting that off. I'm not about to sit there and just play games and just keep going on dates just to go on no fucking dates. I'm not going out with nobody unless I know that this person is worth going out with. So, talking about 2 or 3 dates and you ain't gonna sleep with them, it ain't gonna happen to me. I'm sleeping with everybody. Everybody I'm taking out on a date, the whole purpose of me taking you on a date is eventually sleep with your ass. Not just to spend my money, because I just love taking people out on dates and giving my money away. This ain't charity. I give a fuck about everything that I earn. This is my money. Every dollar that I don't garner over the years or in that moment is going to be utilized to the best of my abilities. And if I'm using it on a woman, that's because I want to use it on a woman. And there's nothing wrong with feeling like you want something in return. It's not saying it has to be given because you gave, but it's nothing wrong with saying like, I wish I would have got it. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Don't feel obligated to a person because you done something for them, even though we would all like a fair exchange. Let's see. Let's go on a little bit. It says, if you're dating and having sex with someone, but want to have a date and sex with someone else, you need to tell them both that. No, you don't. I ain't telling nobody nothing. Look, if I'm out there fucking somebody and fucking you and we ain't talked about being together, then I'm not together with you. I can do whatever I want. I don't owe nobody no explanation. This stuff right here is what you tell, you know, people that you actually care about. You know what? I was considering, you know, just messing around with another woman or bringing another woman into the situation. How would you feel about that? Then you talk about stuff like that. I'm not about to sit there and just tell you and fuck other people. I don't care about that. You ain't my woman. Keep that to myself. If anything, I'd probably dance around the topic or just get silent. Like, you know, I ain't discussing this. But no, you don't have to inform anybody unless they ask. Don't ask, don't tell. The old military policy, it says, I'd be horrified if I was dating for a long-term partner and they were dating and having sex with someone else at the same time. Look, I don't give a fuck. Look, I know women gonna do women, men gonna do men. So you could go boink 10 different dudes. You can let all them dudes go rotate on you and all this. Look, long as I get first dibs and, you know, they ain't dropping no crumbs off on me, no dick crumbs, we're good, because I'm number one. I don't care about what you're doing. As long as I get the ass before the rest of them dudes and they can get my remains, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. You ain't my girl. It says, that shit too long. Alright, well, let's read this one. I'm gonna probably read about like 2 more and I'm done. It says, you're asking the right questions. If someone asks for exclusivity and I'm not feeling or aligned, it's probably not going to be real. So I excuse myself from the situation if they're looking for more than what I want to give. And that's how it has to be. You only can give what you can give. It says you can usually have a good feel for these things as time goes on. Also, I inevitably get tired of managing the social requirements, and it gets a little weird telling someone that you can't see them for a while when you know it's because you have date with other people. Man, look, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna see you for a while. It's just for a date. Like, motherfuckers be busy. I'm gonna go fuck around with this person and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Or you just develop a schedule, a routine. You see the people on this day, and then you see the person on that day. You know, kind of just flip it around and rotate. But if you ain't got enough time to do that in a day, then don't do it at all. Just leave it all alone. It says try it, but for let me make sure I ain't passed nothing. You usually have, I read that. It says try it, but for anyone that does it, most will agree that it's actually pretty exhausting to date multiple people. Plus, early stages dating is so fleeting. I've had great dates that just disappeared overnight due to ghosting. Usually things with one person dissolve by the time one becomes serious. Yeah, unless you know what you're doing with a person, more than likely ghosting and one night, one date type of situation do happen. And when women or men realize that you have something going for yourself that they can't achieve or find anybody else, typically they hold on to that. And that's where a lot of people go wrong at. They think that they have nothing to bring to the table. Your ass better bring something to the table. Everybody better bring something to the table. That table is not just reserved for the man bringing something. It's not reserved just for the woman bringing something. Everybody need to bring something to the fucking table. If you ain't got nothing to offer, then you shouldn't be dating. So, I'm going to read this last one, man. Let's read this right here and I'm done. It says, to keep things simple for myself, I would not sleep with someone until I have decided that I'm good to be in it for the long haul with only that person, which means I wouldn't be dating other people at that time. I say keep things simple because I wouldn't want to have a negative what's that, have to navigate my sexual life and feelings with two separate partners at once. That just sounds like hell to me, and I can see it ending in a dumpster fire. I don't dated maybe about 5 women at one point, and it didn't bother me one bit. You know, look, you on Sundays, you on Mondays, you on Tuesdays, you on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and I need my 2 days to myself to get myself organized for the next week. You know, so you got to just make a schedule and just make it happen. But feeling like you can't talk to multiple people, I just feel like you just ain't got good time management skills. It says, if someone I was dating asked me if I was dating other people, I would try to be honest. Though I know for me it would be hard. That's because you probably suck at honesty. That question would probably push the ultimatum on me to choose between the 2 people, which I would do. Not saying it would be easy though. I think it's healthy to be open and respect others' boundaries. That would tell you what time limit you have to decide. Look, I'm not hearing all these time limits. I'm doing what the hell I want. You trying to push an ultimatum and force my hand, we're going to have issues because I'm doing what I think is right. And if you don't like what I'm talking about and like the way this is going, then you got your options. You can't force me to be with your ass. Like, see you later, get out of here, go away. That's how I think people should continuously respond, because most people do respond that way. When you sit there and push them in the corner and try to force them, you normally don't get a good reaction. And people think that, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I did it before. Everybody ain't you, man. Everybody that sit there and try to force ultimatums, they know how this shit typically turns out. Alright, I'm just read the last one, man. I'm done. It says, commenting to follow this thread because I have not figured out how to do this with a clear conscience yet. Be truthful. Tell the fucking truth. Instead of lying to a person, if they ask you about, are you dating somebody else other than me, just tell them, look, man, you want the truth or you want me to sell you a lie? I mean, I can give you both, but right now I do feel like the 2 of us have a lot in common. I enjoy what we have going on. But if you want to know if I'm dating somebody else or seeing other people, look, I look at other people here and there, but shit, you don't want to spend my time with right now. that's the type of shit I would say, man. Most women might be like, man, this motherfucker on some BS. They might say something like that, but hey, I'm gonna tell you, boy, you ain't gonna like the answer. That's the best way I'm putting it. So let's go back to the top before I end it. It says monogamous people who have multi-dated in the early stages. Could you share your experiences? I'm dated a lot. A serial dater at one point. Dated maybe like I would say in a 2-month time span, dated probably about like 25, 26 different women. I'm like, God damn, I need to slow down. I'm going broke. I ain't got no fucking money because I keep going out with these women. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of going out with these women, man. I ain't going on no more dates. I'm like, some of them come through, some don't. But it's the fact that I'm losing money because I ain't find no consistent butt. You know, so that's one of the biggest downfalls of dating multiple people and not finding somebody that's consistent to sleep with. You're going to spend a lot more money and have a lot more times where you're not having a bonding experience with people if you're dating multiple people. So if you're not willing to get into a predicament where you learn how to detach yourself from an intimate moment when it shouldn't be occurring in the first place, then you shouldn't be dating multiple people. Outside of that, my question to y'all is, if y'all out there watching the video, you right there, motherfucker, if you out here watching the video, have you dated multiple people and how you handle it? Are you being truthful? Are you being real? Or are you lying in their fucking face because you're a coward or you don't want to tell them the truth because you know it probably might hurt them, you want to hold on to them? With that being said, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. This your boy Cole Labs, and I'm out.